Do this every morning. Knee pain starts fading fast. The dawn of a new day should herald a sense of renewal, a fresh start. Yet, for countless individuals, particularly those navigating the vibrant landscape of life beyond 60, the simple, fundamental act of rising from bed has transformed into an intricate, often painful, negotiation with their own physical form. The memory of effortlessly swinging legs over the side of the mattress and standing upright without a second thought seems to belong to a bygone era. Instead, the moment feet connect with the cool floor, a familiar narrative of discomfort begins to unfold. There's the instinctive wince, the reflexive grasp for the nightstand, a silent plea for stability. There's the agonizing pause, a forced waiting period for knees that feel stubbornly reluctant, as if demanding a formal invitation to warm up before they might consider facilitating even a short journey to the bathroom. This daily ritual of stiffness, this unwelcome sensation, often manifests as knees feeling disproportionately aged, perhaps 2 decades beyond one's true years. They don't just feel stiff, they ache with a persistent, dull throb. They don't just complain, they emit a low, grating creak, eerily reminiscent of an ancient wooden door struggling against its hinges. And it is precisely this pervasive acceptance of such discomfort that is truly disheartening. So many individuals resign themselves to this reality, whispering to themselves, "This is just how it is now. I'm getting older." They normalize the pain, believing it to be an inevitable companion on the journey through life's later chapters. However, it is vital to understand that this widespread belief is a misconception, a narrative that needs to be rewritten. That persistent mourning, stiffness, that nagging ache, that sensation of knees demanding a half-hour sabbatical before they are willing to engage with the day. This is not a life sentence. It is not an unalterable decree of aging. On the contrary, it is a profoundly important signal. Your knees, in their own silent language, are communicating a fundamental need for attention, for care, for nourishment. And here's the powerful truth. The most opportune moment to respond to this signal, to offer them the care they deserve, is precisely the instant your eyes open, marking the beginning of a new day. Today, we embark on a transformative journey together. We are going to explore 5 gentle yet remarkably effective exercises that you can seamlessly integrate into your morning routine every single day. The beauty of this regimen lies in its simplicity and accessibility. You won't require any specialized equipment. There's no need to contort yourself onto the floor in awkward positions. In fact, the initial 2 exercises are designed to be performed right where you are most comfortable, still nestled in the warmth of your bed, before your feet even contemplate touching the ground. We will count down these exercises, starting with number 5 and culminating with the absolute most potent one, saving its profound impact for last. This final exercise targets a specific, often overlooked muscle, a crucial component that nearly everyone inadvertently neglects, yet it holds the veritable key to unlocking a decade's worth of youthful suppleness and vigor in your knees. But the benefits don't cease there. After we have meticulously navigated through these 5 foundational movements, I urge you to remain with me as I will unveil a powerful bonus morning protocol. This isn't just another tip, it's a profound yet incredibly simple 60-second habit. Think of it as an internal lubrication system, meticulously oiling your joints from the inside out, much like applying fresh grease to a rusty hinge. It is remarkably straightforward, utterly free of cost, and its beneficial effects are often perceptible from your very first morning of implementation. So, let us cast aside any prior notions of resignation and embark upon this empowering journey toward newfound comfort and mobility. Let's begin. Exercise 5. The bed heel slide. Our journey towards renewed knee health commences with a gentle yet profoundly intelligent movement, the bed heel slide. We are deliberately starting with a mild approach, recognizing the state of your body after a prolonged period of rest. You've just emerged from 7 or 8 hours of stillness, during which your entire musculoskeletal system has been largely inactive. Your joints, much like an engine that has been turned off overnight, are cold. Critically, your synovial fluid, that remarkable natural lubricant found within your knee joints, responsible for smooth movement and cartilage nourishment, has undergone a significant transformation. Overnight, this vital fluid tends to thicken and become more viscous. To truly grasp this concept, conjure the image of a jar of honey that has been residing in the cold confines of a refrigerator. It becomes dense, sluggish, and resistant to flow. This vivid analogy precisely mirrors what transpires within your knee joints while you are peacefully asleep. Before we even contemplate asking our knees to bear the significant load of our body weight, it is absolutely essential that we gently and progressively warm this thickened fluid, restoring its natural, slippery consistency. Here is the precise methodology for executing this crucial first step. Remain comfortably supine, lying on your back in your bed. Keep one leg extended straight, fully relaxed. Now, direct your attention to your other leg. With deliberate slowness and control, bend the knee by smoothly sliding your heel along the surface of the mattress, guiding it progressively closer toward your buttocks. The movement should be entirely dictated by comfort, never by force. You are aiming to perceive a subtle, gentle stretch, not any sensation of pain or undue strain. Once you reach the comfortable limit of your knee's bend, reverse the motion with the same measured control, slowly sliding your heel back out until the leg is once again fully straightened. In this exercise, your mattress emerges as an invaluable ally. It provides unwavering support for your leg, effectively diminishing friction and, consequently, almost entirely eliminating any significant load or stress on the delicate knee joint. Your objective here is not to exert force, but rather to gently guide the joint through its natural range of motion. Each measured slide serves as a gentle pump, rhythmically circulating and warming that vital synovial fluid, encouraging it to regain its optimal, lubricating, and slippery properties. Let's synchronize our movements. Focus on your right heel. Slowly, purposefully, begin sliding it in toward your body. Consciously feel the knee bending, observing the gentle flexion. Remember, only progress as far as feels genuinely comfortable for your unique body this morning. There is no need to push past any resistance. And now, with the same smooth, controlled grace, slide it back out until your leg is straight again. Emphasize fluidity and control. Avoid any abrupt or jerky movements. Now, transition to your left heel. Slide it in, becoming aware of the soft, deliberate motion occurring within the knee joint, and then, with equal poise, slide it back out. A crucial piece of advice here: resist any urge to forcefully drive your heel all the way to your buttocks. The extent of your knee's bend is secondary to the quality of the movement. If your knee comfortably bends only halfway, that is not merely acceptable, it is perfectly fine. It is important to acknowledge that each morning brings a unique set of circumstances. Some days you may experience a greater range of motion, while on others it may be slightly less. The overarching principle is to attentively listen to your body's subtle cues. The primary objective is gentle, consistent motion, not achieving maximum depth. Perform this elegant movement 10 times on each leg. This segment of your routine should typically occupy approximately 2 minutes of your time. By the time you conclude this exercise, you will likely already discern a noticeable improvement. Your knees will feel perceptibly looser, distinctly warmer, and significantly more cooperative. Remarkably, you haven't even had to leave the comfort of your bed yet. Exercise 4. The lying quad set. As we gracefully transition from the bed heel slide, we remain in the sanctuary of your bed for the next pivotal exercise, the lying quad set. To truly appreciate the profound significance of this movement, let's briefly consider the architecture of your leg. The quadriceps, a formidable group of 4 muscles located prominently on the front of your thigh, are not merely muscles. They are the primary, indispensable guardians of your knee joint. They act as the foremost support structure, a powerful, dynamic shield. When these muscles are robust, actively engaged, and functioning optimally, they effectively serve as a natural, internal knee brace, absorbing shocks and distributing forces across the joint with remarkable efficiency. Conversely, when the quadriceps are compromised, perhaps weakened from disuse or simply inactive, your knee joint is left exposed, vulnerable to the full brunt of everyday impacts and stresses. This vulnerability manifests as pain and accelerated wear. Herein lies a critical problem, particularly pertinent after a night's repose. Following several hours of sleep, your quadriceps muscle group is, for all intents and purposes, switched off. It has been resting, much like you have. If you were to immediately stand and begin walking on a quadriceps muscle that is still in this dormant state, the knee joint itself would bear the entirety of the impact from each step. This physiological reality is precisely why those initial steps taken in the morning often inflict the most acute discomfort and stiffness. Our imperative, therefore, is to gently rouse and awaken this essential muscle before we ever ask it to support our body weight in an upright position. To execute the lying quad set, maintain your position lying on your back, ensuring both legs are extended straight. Now, with a deliberate and focused intention, I want you to actively press the back of your knee firmly down into the mattress. As you exert this pressure, you should immediately become aware of the muscles on the front of your thigh tightening and firming. To truly confirm this activation, place your hand gently on your thigh. You will distinctly feel the muscle contracting beneath your fingertips. Sustain this focused squeeze for a count of 5 seconds. Envision the numbers as you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then, with a complete sense of release, relax the muscle. That completes 1 repetition. Let's delve briefly into the powerful mechanics of what just transpired. By actively pressing your knee into the mattress, you have engaged and activated your quadriceps muscles without inducing any actual bending or movement of the knee joint itself. This specific type of muscular engagement is known as an isometric contraction. In an isometric contraction, the muscle fibers are working vigorously, generating tension, but the joint remains stationary. This makes it an incredibly safe and remarkably gentle method for awakening these vital muscles, rendering it suitable even for individuals contending with conditions such as arthritis or who have undergone knee replacement surgery. Let's perform another repetition together. Initiate the downward push, pressing your knee into the mattress. Squeeze your quadriceps. Feel the entire front of your thigh tighten and firm up. Hold it now, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then completely release. When you release, ensure it is a thorough letting go, allowing the muscles to fully soften and relax. Aim to complete 10 repetitions on each leg. A common oversight observed during this exercise is the tendency for some individuals to inadvertently hold their breath during the squeeze. This is an important detail to correct. Please ensure you breathe normally throughout the exercise. A helpful technique is to inhale deeply and then engage the squeeze on the exhale. Your brain, and indeed your entire body, requires a consistent supply of oxygen, particularly during the initial moments of the morning. By the time you conclude these repetitions, your quadriceps will be fully awakened, primed, and ready to assume their crucial protective role for your knee as you transition to a standing position. But before we fully rise, we still have 3 more empowering exercises to discover. My friends, before we proceed further into this journey of rejuvenation, I simply want to express my sincere appreciation for your dedication to your health. Should you be discovering value and relief within these practices, or if a particular individual comes to mind, a friend, a family member, anyone who grapples with the familiar discomfort of morning knee stiffness, I wholeheartedly encourage you to consider sharing this invaluable information. The simple act of extending knowledge, of empowering someone with practical tools for relief, can have a profound ripple effect. Such acts of shared wisdom are invaluable in our collective pursuit of well-being. Thank you for your continued engagement, and let us press onward with renewed vigor. Exercise 3. The seated knee extension. Now, with our knees gently warmed and our quadriceps awakened, it's time to transition from a lying position to a seated one. With measured movements, swing your legs over the side of the bed. We now embark on exercise 3, the seated knee extension. For this movement, ensure you are comfortably positioned on the very edge of your bed, or alternatively, on a sturdy, stable chair. Your feet should be planted flat on the floor, providing a secure base. Cultivate a posture of gentle uprightness, sitting tall and engaging your core slightly. Now, with deliberate control, slowly extend your right leg straight out in front of you. The goal is to straighten it as fully as you can comfortably achieve without forcing any movement. As your leg extends, gently point your toes slightly upward toward the ceiling. At the apex of this extension, you should distinctly feel your quadriceps muscle, the one we just awakened, working diligently and engaging powerfully. Hold this straightened position with purposeful awareness for a count of 3 seconds. Then, with equal measure and control, slowly lower your foot back to the floor. Crucially, resist the urge to simply drop your foot. The controlled descent is a vital component of this exercise, as the eccentric phase, the lowering movement, is often more beneficial for muscle development and strengthening than the concentric lifting phase. When you perform this exercise, sitting with your feet grounded and then extending your leg, you are meticulously working your quadriceps through its entire range of motion. The load is intentionally light, consisting primarily of the weight of your lower leg, yet the benefits are profound. This specific type of engagement fosters what we refer to as functional strength. It directly replicates and enhances the precise muscle actions and coordination required for essential daily movements, the smooth rhythm of walking, the strength needed for climbing stairs with confidence, and the foundational power to rise effortlessly from a chair. These are the movements that often become challenging when knee pain is present, and this exercise directly addresses those challenges. Let us execute this together. Direct your focus to your right leg, extending it smoothly outward. Straighten it, and at the peak of the extension, consciously feel that powerful squeeze in your quadriceps. Hold it now. 2, 3, and then, with thoughtful control, slowly lower it back down. Actively resist the pull of gravity. Do not allow your leg to simply fall. Excellent. Now, transition to your left leg. Extend it, straighten it, and hold it firmly in place. Truly connect with the sensation of the muscle on the front of your thigh engaging and working with purpose. Then, slowly and deliberately bring it back down. Here is a pivotal detail that significantly amplifies the efficacy of this exercise. At the very zenith of the extension, when your leg is completely straight, I want you to apply an additional intense squeeze to your quadriceps. Envision pulling your kneecap upward by tightening the muscle as forcefully as you safely can for just a single, focused second. This specialized extra squeeze at the top is known in physical therapy circles as a terminal knee extension. Its critical importance lies in its ability to specifically target and strengthen the segment of the quadriceps muscle that tends to weaken most rapidly as we age. This particular muscle segment is paramount for maintaining robust knee stability, directly impacting how securely your kneecap tracks during movement. Complete 10 repetitions on each leg. Should one knee present with more stiffness or discomfort than the other, a wise approach is to begin with the less affected knee first. This allows for a gentle warm-up of your entire body and provides the stiffer knee a valuable bit of extra time to prepare. Exercise 2. The standing knee circles. With our muscles engaged and our joints beginning to feel more pliable, it is time to transition from sitting to standing. Fear not, for this next exercise, the standing knee circles, is designed to be exceptionally gentle, a fluid dance of lubrication for your knee joints. Unlike the linear movements we've explored thus far, this exercise introduces a multi-directional lubrication that is uniquely beneficial. To ensure your stability and comfort, position yourself near a sturdy wall or the back of a robust chair, allowing for easy access to support if needed. Bring your feet together so they are touching. Now, with a soft, controlled motion, bend your knees slightly, just a few inches, a subtle dip. Place both of your hands gently on top of your kneecaps. From this position, you will begin to create slow, smooth, continuous circles with your knees. Imagine your knees are gently stirring a large pot. Move them to the right, then forward, then to the left, and finally back. Observe the fluid motion. The circles should remain small and contained. We are not aiming for deep squats here. The objective is gentle rotational movement. As you perform these gentle rotations, become acutely aware of the intricate movement occurring within your joint, exploring all directions. This circular motion is profoundly beneficial because it ensures that your cartilage, the vital cushioning tissue within your knee, is gently compressed and released from multiple angles. This dynamic pressure effectively spreads that essential synovial fluid, our internal lubricant, to every single crevice and contour where it needs to go, ensuring comprehensive nourishment and smooth articulation. Execute 10 complete circles in the rightward direction. Upon completion, reverse the direction, performing another 10 circles to the left. Now, here is a nuanced detail that significantly elevates the effectiveness of this exercise. As you continue to circle, consciously pay attention to any specific point within the rotation that elicits a sensation of stiffness, resistance, or even a subtle click. This particular spot is likely the area most in need of focused lubrication and attention. When you identify such a point, deliberately slow your movement even further through that specific arc. Spend a little extra, gentle time in that region. The key is not to avoid it out of discomfort, but rather to gently and patiently work through it. With consistent practice over the course of just a few days, you will often find that this initial click or persistent stiffness begins to progressively diminish, a testament to the power of targeted, gentle movement. One crucial caution, however, if you have a known meniscus tear or if your physician has specifically advised you to avoid rotational movements, please, for your safety, skip this particular exercise. In such cases, a highly effective alternative is to simply double the number of repetitions for exercise number 3, the seated knee extension. For everyone else, embracing the standing knee circles will reveal it to be one of the most remarkably underrated and profoundly effective exercises for maintaining and enhancing overall knee health. And now, having prepared our joints and awakened our muscles, we arrive at the culmination of our morning routine, the most powerful movement of all. Exercise 1, the wall-supported mini squat with isometric hold. And now we arrive at the absolute pinnacle of our morning routine, the most impactful exercise, the one that masterfully ties together all the preceding movements and delivers a profound, lasting benefit. The wall-supported mini squat with isometric hold. This exercise is specifically engineered to target a particular muscle group that, for far too many individuals over the age of 60, has gradually been allowed to fall into a state of slumber and disuse. We are talking about the VMO, the vastus medialis oblique. You can identify this crucial muscle as the distinct teardrop-shaped bulge located on the inner side of your knee, positioned just above your kneecap. Its role is far more critical than many realize. When this VMO muscle loses its strength or becomes inactive, a cascade of biomechanical issues can arise. Foremost among them is improper kneecap tracking. Instead of gliding smoothly within its protective groove, the kneecap tends to drift laterally, veering towards the outside of the knee when you walk, climb stairs, or perform other common movements. This misalignment results in the kneecap grinding against the underlying bone, a constant source of friction, inflammation, and consequently chronic knee pain, a condition that represents one of the most prevalent causes of discomfort in seniors. The empowering news is that by systematically strengthening the VMO, you actively retrain and guide the kneecap back into its anatomically correct optimal groove. When this proper tracking is restored, the associated pain frequently decreases dramatically, offering immense relief and improved function. Here's how we meticulously perform this highly effective movement. Begin by standing with your back pressed flat and firmly against a sturdy wall. Position your feet approximately 1 foot's length away from the wall, ensuring they are spread to about shoulder width apart. Now, with deliberate control and a smooth motion, begin to slowly slide your back down the wall, simultaneously bending your knees. However, here lies the absolutely critical instruction. Do not descend deeply into a full squat. The essence of this exercise is its shallow nature. I want you to stop your descent precisely when your knees are bent to approximately 30 degrees. To visualize this slight bend, imagine a clock face. Your thighs would be pointing to roughly the 11 o'clock position, a position far from a typical sitting posture. Why such a shallow bend? The reason is purely physiological and profoundly important. The VMO muscle, our primary target, achieves its peak activation and engagement specifically within the initial 30 degrees of knee flexion. If you were to descend deeper into a squat, the larger, more dominant quadriceps muscles would readily take over the workload, allowing the VMO to become lazy and disengaged once more. Our specific aim here is to isolate and powerfully awaken that crucial inner muscle. Once you have attained this precise 30-degree bent knee position, hold it steady. Press your entire back firmly and consciously into the wall, ensuring maximum stability. Now focus your intention and powerfully squeeze your thighs, paying particular attention to that inner region just above the kneecap where the VMO resides. Sustain this isometric hold for a full 10 seconds. You might begin to feel a distinct warmth, a gentle burn in that targeted area. This sensation is a positive indicator. It signifies your VMO muscle vigorously awakening and engaging. It is also entirely normal for the muscle to tremble slightly. Remember, it has likely been significantly underworked for many years. Let's count these powerful seconds together, allowing the sensation to deepen. Press firmly into the wall. Squeeze those inner thighs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, with controlled grace, slowly slide your back upwards along the wall until you return to a full standing position. Take a moment to gently shake out your legs and take a deep, restorative breath. If you happen to be in an environment without a smooth wall, or if standing against a wall proves uncomfortable for your back for any reason, there is an equally effective modification. Simply stand behind a sturdy chair, gently holding the back for support. Bend your knees to that same critical 30-degree angle and maintain the hold, focusing on that inner thigh squeeze. The wall merely provides a leaning surface. The chair version effectively engages the VMO with identical benefits. Congratulations, you have now triumphantly completed the full morning knee routine. Once you become accustomed to the flow, this entire sequence should take you a concise and manageable 8 to 10 minutes each morning. But before you step out of your bedroom, remember my promise of a truly invaluable bonus: the 60-second morning joint protocol. I promised you a bonus, and here it is, the 60-second morning joint protocol. This isn't just an afterthought, it's a force multiplier designed to be implemented immediately after you complete your exercises, significantly amplifying their benefits. Herein lies a fundamental secret of joint health, a truth so vital it bears repeating. Your knee cartilage, unlike your muscles, possesses absolutely no direct blood supply of its own. Let that powerful physiological fact truly sink in for a moment. Unlike the rich network of arteries and veins that deliver a direct, constant flow of oxygen and nutrients to your muscles, your cartilage operates on an entirely different system. It relies exclusively and completely on the synovial fluid for its essential nutrition and waste removal. And here's the crucial corollary: this vital synovial fluid only circulates and delivers its life-sustaining sustenance when the joint itself is in motion. This intrinsic design is precisely why the gentle movements of our exercises are so profoundly important. They initiate the necessary circulation. However, there is a second, equally critical factor at play: hydration. After a solid 7 or 8 hours of sleep, your body enters a state of mild dehydration. This systemic dehydration has a direct and tangible impact on your synovial fluid, rendering it thicker and less efficient, much like our honey analogy, but on a deeper systemic level. Consequently, your precious cartilage has been residing in a reduced and less optimal fluid environment throughout the entire night. While our exercises effectively get the existing fluid moving, we also have an imperative to actively replenish and restore its volume and quality. This is where the bonus protocol steps in. As soon as you complete the exercise sequence, make it a non-negotiable habit to drink 1 full glass of room temperature water. The specificity of room temperature is important. Water at this temperature is absorbed significantly faster by your stomach compared to ice-cold water, initiating its hydrating benefits more rapidly. Then, while you are consciously sipping and hydrating, perform 10 slow, deliberate, full ankle circles with each foot. This seemingly simple action serves a dual purpose. It maintains active, lower body circulation, synergistically helping to distribute the newly ingested hydration throughout your system and into your joints. That is the entirety of the protocol: a glass of water and rhythmic ankle circles. A mere 60 seconds dedicated to profound internal lubrication. Your joints, from the deepest cartilage to the most superficial membranes, will express their gratitude. Let me now provide you with the complete, cohesive morning sequence, allowing you to seamlessly integrate it into your daily rhythm with absolute clarity. The very moment you awaken, while still luxuriating in the comfort of your bed, initiate the routine. Begin with chakras. Exercise. 5. The bed heel slides, performing 10 repetitions on each leg. This gentle movement takes approximately 2 minutes and effectively warms and lubricates your synovial fluid. Immediately follow this with that exercise 4, the lying quad sets, completing 10 repetitions on each leg. This isometric contraction, taking another 2 minutes, powerfully awakens your quadriceps muscles, preparing them for weight bearing. Together, these 2 in-bed exercises, taking approximately 4 minutes total, form the foundational preparation for your knees. Next, carefully transition to a seated position on the edge of your bed. Engage in exercise 3, the seated knee extensions. Performing 10 repetitions on each leg, this movement robustly activates your quadriceps through their full range of motion, building functional strength. Now, with a newfound sense of readiness, gently stand up. You should already be able to discern a palpable difference in the feel of your knees. Proceed to exercise 2, the standing knee circles, completing 10 circles in each direction. This beautifully lubricates the entirety of your joint from every conceivable angle, ensuring comprehensive coverage. Finally, culminate your exercise sequence with exercise 1, the wall-supported mini squat with isometric hold. Perform 5 distinct holds, each lasting 10 seconds. This targeted exercise strategically wakes up the VMO, the single most critical muscle for foundational knee stability. Conclude your entire morning ritual with the invaluable bonus protocol. Consume 1 full glass of room temperature water and simultaneously perform 10 full ankle circles with each foot. My dear friends, I am intimately aware that when a particular discomfort, especially persistent knee pain, greets you every single morning, it is remarkably easy for hope to dwindle. It is understandable to succumb to the weary thought that the most vibrant, pain-free days are irrevocably in the past. Yet, I am privileged to witness, day after inspiring day, countless individuals, men and women in their 60s, their 70s, and even their remarkable 80s, who initially presented with debilitatingly stiff, agonizingly painful knees, and within an astonishingly short span, often just 2 or 3 weeks of steadfastly adhering to this very routine, their narratives undergo a profound transformation. They are not merely walking again, they are walking with an undeniable air of confidence, a renewed spring in their step. They are choosing the stairs, embracing the challenge, rather than seeking out the elevator. They are joyfully engaging with their grandchildren on the floor, participating actively in life's most precious moments, rather than observing from the sidelines. Your knees are not inherently broken. They are simply yearning for attention, for care, for purposeful movement that has perhaps been inadvertently neglected. And starting tomorrow morning, with the dawn of a new day, that narrative of neglect changes. Here is my earnest challenge to you. Commit to trying this transformative routine for just 7 consecutive mornings. Mark these 7 days prominently on your calendar, a visible testament to your commitment to self-care. And after those 7 dedicated days, I invite you, with eager anticipation, to return to this very video. Share your experience in the comments section below. Tell me, with honesty and detail, did the pervasive stiffness diminish? Did you begin to notice a perceptible difference as early as day 3 or day 4? I personally read every single comment, drawing immense motivation and inspiration from your progress. Your stories, your breakthroughs, serve as a beacon of encouragement for countless other individuals who are just beginning this empowering journey. If you have found profound value and assistance in the information shared here today, please take a moment to click that like button. This simple act plays a vital role in helping this video reach a wider audience of seniors who are currently waking up in unnecessary pain, unaware that a powerful, accessible solution exists. And if you have yet to subscribe, I warmly invite you to join our growing community where we consistently post new, practical health guides every single week, dedicated to enhancing your well-being. I wholeheartedly extend my sincerest wishes to you for not only a pain-free morning, but also a wonderfully vibrant and fulfilling day ahead. Remember this fundamental truth: take diligent care of your knees, and in return, they will faithfully take care of you, supporting you through every step of life's incredible journey. I eagerly anticipate connecting with you in our next shared experience.